Ladies, you know how we
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Your mouth. This thing right here. One of your money makers. Gonna get you in the world of trouble. Gonna get you in the world of trouble. Sometimes it can get you out of trouble, but for the most part, this right here can have you removed off earth on the day that you're not ready to be removed off earth. This right here can have you in the hospital when you not ready to be in the hospital. Maybe when you ain't got like no medical to even be in the hospital. This right here can get you fired, and or this can get you hired. This can get you a raise, and this can get you demoted. I'm here to help is basically what I be trying to tell you good people out here. Life is more than just one way. I think I said that right. Life is just more than one way. We think it's one way here. We treat it like it's one way, and that's a whole problem out here in these streets. For real though. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Nightly News. I ain't gonna hold you long. I'm not gonna hold you long. I saw a few things and I said, well, hell, I might as well go on and give y'all some news since it's out here. Play a little real good over there. I like that right there. I like that right there. Let me
Go ahead on and clear that there up. Pop that. Y'all, we screaming live out here. We are screaming live on Twitch, Twitter, and Rumble. The Willie Williams Show. YouTube, The Willie Williams Show live. Thank y'all for being around here. Thank y'all for being around here. Please remember, go around to thewilliewilliamsshow.com. Subscribe to the website. Subscribe. Do not be afraid. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Whew. How y'all doing? I don't know. I kind of like I don't feel like it. I really like don't feel like it today though. I feel like probably just doing like 30 minutes and going on about my business. I really that's really what I'm thinking about. What does a statement mean? We don't know who we are, and that's why white folks is capturing us and or holding us back because we don't know who we are, or we don't know who we is. I heard some players saying that on a show that I was listening to something last night, and it be bothering me, dog. Like when we let me calm down. Let me think this through. Shout out to all the pro-blacks, because this is like a hit back at like the pro-black speech. Back in the day, probably like 10, 15, 20 years ago, like damn it, you say it ain't no, I ain't got no sound? I'm so sorry. I'm glad you said that. Can you hear me now? I think that you should be able to hear me now. Huh? Bam. Oh. And I looked right at it and I still did not. I got it now. It used to trip me out like back in the days, like when you would hear that, because you don't know who you is and they know who you is. This is why they preventing you and stopping you and not giving you loans and not selling your houses. They know who you is. They don't want you to be great. And I heard a player saying that yesterday, and I'm like, they. So who are we? I don't listen. You all say I sound good on YouTube. That's what's up. But they were talking about over here on Rumble, and they was absolutely correct. There was no sound. I just had to cut the sound on. So if there was no sound on Rumble, then there was no sound on Twitter, then there was no sound on Twitch. That's what's up. We got it all together. Y'all, we also trying to get these followers up to 250 on Twitch. We had 248. All we need is 2 more. It ain't gonna hurt you. It really ain't gonna hurt you. They say, Willie, I sent you this restaurant scam going wrong, dating couple, caught skipping the bill on YouTube to your email. You gotta see it. Is that the one that I had done did last week? Nope, you did say a couple. All right. I'm gonna have to go ahead on and check that out. But back to what I was saying real quick though, like who are we? And how do just everyday white folk just know who we is? I don't like they work the jobs that we be working on, don't? They're in the same type of debt that we in. I don't know. I don't know what we mean or what you players be out here meaning when y'all be saying stuff like that. You say, Willie, it's the system designed for us to fail. Well, if you saying it like that, is it just designed for us to fail? Because I know people in every culture failing. White folks failing too. I don't understand. Now, if you're saying that the system is designed for us to fail, us must mean all humans. Because the system that we got right now, all races is failing under this system. And all races is succeeding up under this system. You say you're being sarcastic. Listen. I kind of figured that right there. That's why I had them pause, and I was like, well, let me just go ahead on and say it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I sure don't appreciate that right there. They trying to destroy us. And I heard players like like the dude was like real strong on it. Like this, damn it, because if we, damn it, if we was left up to our own stuff and we'll be able to build and grow, and I'd be like, well, damn, is we the aliens? And like the humans is holding the aliens back? Because if they didn't hold the aliens back, then maybe we'll be like in flying cars or something right now. You know, like we'll be living in heaven or something like that. I don't know what that be meaning. And it's just shocking me too, like in 2025, that we still got dark hue players, hell, and dark hue females who still talking about white supremacy. I am so confused. Well, as far as white supremacy holding the black person back, okay, there could be. All right, bam. There is a such thing of white supremacy. White folks feeling feeling like white folks is supreme to everybody. I got it. We also got black supremacists. I would think that we also have Chinese supremacists. I definitely know that we have Dominican Republican, the DR supremacists, because they do believe that they're better than Haitians, you know. So I think everybody has a form of supremacy. They feel like they racing or their culture is better than everybody else's. But they ain't holding us back no more, y'all. I used to get like people used to argue with me, Willie, why you don't never talk about the white man and how you holding down? Cause I wasn't raised like that. I had a mom and a daddy. I just didn't come up like that right there. I was always told it's your fault. It is your fault, and no in the hell that I would raise my children to believe that somebody that they don't know, somebody who is not immediately in their doggone life, is holding you back from succeeding. I would never teach my children that. Ever. It's all about what you want to do, man. It's really all about what you want to do. Whew, what are we looking at? What these numbers look like? Bam, we really ain't tripping on the 100s, but here we almost there. So shout out to YT. It look like they sending out the notification. It really looked like that right there. Bam! Before we go on and jump into this right here, man, y'all please remember to go around here to Pleasant Candles. PleasantCandles.com, the biggest, the hugest, the largest candle company in the world. We got multiple fragrances. If you would like for your area to smell better than it does right now, just go around there to PleasantCandles.com. Get your order in today. Don't be afraid. You say there is a system in place, but you have to overcome it. You got a great point right there. That's a good point. And it's kind of like playing spades or something like that right there. Playing spades or tonks or like some dominoes or something like that right there. You got to learn how to play the game to win. It's like the casino. You have to learn how to play the game. I don't know. But it goes for everybody. I got a problem with doggy who folks just believing that it is just us who got to learn how to play the game right. Y'all said the pat on the back of y'all made it over 100 by 13 after the hour. I appreciate that right there, for real though. You know what I'm saying? So listen. If somebody is giving y'all that speech that the man is holding you back, and the person who's saying that to you can't point out the man who is holding you back, y'all better start listening to these goddamn people. Y'all better start listening to these people, because a lot of times it is darker hue players who is successful who is telling you this, but it's mainly broke players or lower income players out here who is talking to you good people that way. And I'm here to tell you, the white man ain't got nothing to do with your success or your failure. Unless they putting some dope on you or something. Really, no, I really ain't got nothing to do with you. They really ain't got nothing to do with you. Or nobody else. It's all about you. Bam, it's Tuesday, April. It is April, right? April the 8th, 20 to 25 out here in these streets. Easter coming up. Easter dropping on 420 on the day that you smoke a little reefer. Hell, God made the plant, like they say. God made that reefers. You know what I'm saying? And everything that God made, it was good. It was good and stuff like that right there. You say, watch Neely Fuller Jr. Bam. I may have to watch Neely Fuller again. Because I had done paid attention like over 15 years ago. It was something like that right there. But a lot of things I have forgotten. And like I be trying to tell y'all, we have to rethink some stuff. So I may need to go on back and listen again. And I know that I'm going to have a different opinion about some of the things that I read and that I listened to. You know, because as you get older, you tend to grow. You know. I don't think the same like I did when I was 18. So, you know. Yep. But we always got to go back. Listen to some things again. That's what's up. Bam. Y'all ready to go? Y'all ready to go on and get into this thing? It's 17 past the hour. We screaming on Twitch, Twitter, and Rumble right now. Also on YouTube. Your mouth. I started off with your mouth. I got a story. I got a good little story right here. Well, I guess it's not a good little story. But I do got a story. We got a 37-year-old. We got a 37-year-old Texas man. The Texas man who was arrested after allegedly causing his 65-year-old girlfriend. 35-year-old man, 65-year-old girlfriend causing her third-degree burns. Now, why would a player do that to a 65-year-old girlfriend? Because that bitch won't shut up. He's talking too much. Literally. Talking will get you harmed out here in these streets. And it seems to me that the people who had done wrote the article got a problem with age, which they never really, have a problem with the other way around. But when it's a man, no. Nope, they actually pointed out what I was about to say that they don't point out. So, my bad, I take it back. Shout out to the New York Post for pointing it out the opposite way. Because typically when it's a man who is older than a woman, they will point that there out like there's something wrong with it. And I feel like, I think it ain't nothing wrong with it. Like who, like you. You know what I'm saying? He say 35, 65, say he down bad. But listen. 65, we would be under the assumption that she done lived her doggone life and he going on to smash as much as possible and they ain't got to worry about getting no doggone baby, ain't even got to worry about getting no child support, none of that fly stuff right there, right? And she got her stuff together. You know what I'm saying? At least the house is paid for or almost paid for. You know? She typically wouldn't be out in the streets like that right there because if, damn it, she should have already done ran the streets. You know, she's 65. Y'all got to listen to this right here. This is a beautiful story, but maybe not to most. The one thing that I do want to say, no matter the age, no matter if a girl is 11 years old to 80 years old, I say 11 to 8 or 8 to 80. Or 8 to 88. No matter the age. They still would choose men the way they would choose men. Because I'm finna show you something. No matter the age, a lot of people, a lot of girls, a lot of women be out here saying, well, what do guys see in younger girls when they ain't got nothing in common and stuff like that right there? Alright, then why is it no matter the age of a female, y'all still pick the same types of men? Don't believe me? Stroll it on down a little bit. Let me give y'all a story. A 35-year-old Texas man was arrested after allegedly pouring scalding hot soup. He poured a soup on the pig. I wonder, was it chicken noodle soup or something like that right there? On a 65-year-old girlfriend causing severe third-degree burns because she was talking too much, he claimed. Alexander Alton McDavid of Waco was slammed with a slew of charges, including resisting arrest or transportation, terroristic threats of family or household members, assault with a deadly or assault with bodily injury, continuous violence against family, and injury to an elderly person, his own senior age girlfriend. This is who she picked. That's who she picked at 65 years old. Oh, my bad. Not at 65. Because they just did not get into a relationship. Nah. I think they've been down for like a few years or something like that right there. That's who a woman over 60 picked. So to all my young girls out there, all of my young women out here, when y'all be hearing the older broads talk crap about y'all and y'all decision making and all that, this is who a lot of them is picking. These are the type of men that they still want. Stroll it on down. McDavid allegedly went into a blind rage on February the 28th and attacked his girlfriend, who is 30 years his senior, at their apartment after claiming that she was being too chatty. She's talking too much. He allegedly struck her with a plate of piping hot soup fresh out the microwave, causing third-degree burns along her right shoulder and forearm. That's what's up. Yeah, the victim couldn't immediately seek help because she didn't have access to a car or cell phone, according to the affidavit. She couldn't report the abuse until she encountered police days later during a visit to the Social Security office. Got to be more careful. Hold on. Mac David was previously convicted of family violence assault in 2019, and then again in 2021. He was booked into the McLean County Jail with a $130,000 bond. Yeah. He say she verbally assaulted him. Hell yeah. And he fought back. Doused the ass with a sweet pea soup. A 27 bean soup. Shout out to them 27 bean soups. The 7 bean soup, the 15 bean soup, 27 bean soup. Shout out, man. Y'all don't know nothing about that right there. No. Your mouth though. And she's 65, so she should know better. She should know better when to speak and when not to speak at 65 years old. Huh? Oh, no, but she want to be in her little girl stage. She want to be in her little young girl stage. Hell, she probably out here sassy. She probably just sassy as hell. She couldn't contact the police. She couldn't reach out for help or nothing like that. So, hell, she probably put some butter on that bitch and, butter for burns or something like that. Mercure comb or something. And wrap that bitch up, put some baby oil on that mother. You know what I'm saying? She could not talk to nobody because she didn't have no car or her cell phone, but she couldn't until she went to the Social Security office days later. So that same day that you had and got burned, you couldn't walk outside your apartment? That's what's up. But ain't you gonna learn today though? Oh, you gonna learn? Watch your mouth. He probably hadn't told you, man, listen, the Dukes has it on. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that right there. MacGyver on right now. Shh. I want to watch Gunsmoke. I want to watch some westerns. Shut up. Throw that sweet pea soup on her ass and bunt up something. I know she was mad at you. She probably had them beans up. Listen. She probably had that soup on like at 4:30 in the morning out here for you. You know what I'm saying? But old 35-year-old, he's just sick of it. And men, we do get sick of it. And y'all still won't learn, even though a man is telling you that we get sick shit. Yeah. Just saying, so be careful. Watch your mouth. Willie say hush. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Yeah. A 65-year-old with a 35-year-old, we ain't tripping about the number. We tripping about that big ass tattoo on his neck. Kind of let us know what jobs he don't work. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I would never discourage our seniors to not deal with some younger men out here because listen, I think after menopause or something, y'all stuff can crank back up, right? After menopause, it can crank back up, right? You can get that motor back started. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can get the motor back started, you just want to be stood up in. You know, and damn it, the younger a player is, the more he can stand up in that thing. For real. I'm just trying to help. You say, Willie, you is misreading the part about how long they... hold on. Oh, no. I think that you probably thought that I was saying when he had his incidents back in 2017 and 2022 that they was together. My bad. I thought that they pointed out how long they had them been together, but they actually didn't. My bad, but I appreciate you calling me out on it. Appreciate you calling me out because they did not point out how long they had them been together. Got to be more careful. Shout out to them players out there in Waco. Ain't what his name from Waco? Got to be more careful. They got a whole movie by Buddy. David Koresh out here hold the fort down. We law enforcement try to come on around there and remove all his hoes away. All of his followers. All of his followers, the ones who could not smash their own husbands, they had to smash David. Caress was impregnating them babies and they couldn't even smash their own husbands and the husbands went for it. Boy, when you talk about some game out here, man. When you talk about some game out here, I can get y'all to come to my compound as a couple. But as a couple now, I'm supposed to be soliciting, laying down with your wife. You can't be intimate with your wife. You got to give all your focus to the Lord. Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to David Caress out here. I admire a player like that right there. With a real mouthpiece. Oh, I admire a player like that right there. Yeah. How you wait 3 days to go to the hospital on 3rd-degree burn? Say that 65-year-old was a strong baby. For real though, because like she's 65. Like, baby, you got to go around to the emergency room quick, like fast. She sat on them burns, didn't it? Again, this is probably why she was using like some butter or something, wrapping that thing up, putting some witch hazel on that thing, you know what I'm saying, some baby oil on it. To keep it from crisping up or something, just to keep skin soft or something. You know, hell, she probably put some time on that. Everybody probably put some Cereseed. Hell, she probably drinking some Cereseed tea or something like that. See, for y'all younger players, ladies, y'all probably don't know nothing about the stuff that I'm talking about. But hell, she probably put some, damn it, she gonna wrap that thing up in some Cereseed and some honey. I'm trying to help. Shout out to Romy Wrong for the $2 cash out. He say he just couldn't wait to say you was wrong. Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong. I read it wrong. Yep. I appreciate that right there. Move right along. Gotta go on to get into. Shh. Oh, that's a domestic love. Got it. Oh, that's a domestic love one. I told y'all, this y'all year, ladies. This is y'all year now. Who? Cause somebody had done died. Somebody else had done died. Oh, bam. Sometime. All right. To my good people out here in these doggone streets, sometimes law enforcement gonna run up in your house. Or at least who you assume to be law enforcement gonna run up in your house. Huh? You just, listen, you just never know who about to run on up in your house. We have unidentified men, unidentified players out here, scrapped up, police all on them, the hats on them big things shit, and ran up in the lady's home, and she's married too. She's married. Unidentified men raids a woman's home in East Memphis, scanned the ish out of her family. But she don't know why.
A family terrorized when men who identify themselves as police forced their way into their home early one morning last week.
Now, in this video, you'll only see on Fox 13, that mother says she still doesn't know who they were looking for or why this happened.
Fox 13's investigative reporter, Kayla Solomon, is in studio tonight. Kayla, this woman was at her home with her children when this happened.
Yeah, and of course that woman is now terrified, and that's why we are keeping her anonymous. She says this all happened just before 6 Friday morning, and she hasn't been back to her home since.
I was helpless. I was there with my 12 kids. I was helpless.
Surveillance video.
How many kids that baby got? Shout out to the Archer for the $1 Rumble. Randy say Willie, they say that he got the soup out the microwave. Showing up there. Got soup out the microwave, bitch. He ain't playing. This baby got 12. She said 12 children?
I was there with my 12 kids. I was helpless.
Surveillance video shows the moment men with large weapons arrived at an East Memphis home and forced their way inside early Friday morning. The woman inside, who Fox 13 is not identifying by name, says she was home with her 12 children when it happened. She says they're all shaken up as a result.
And I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe in my town that I've been in since I've been born and raised here.
Although the men identified themselves as police, Memphis police tell Fox 13 these are not MPD officers.
They got 3 vehicles in the driveway with 12 children. They got 1 truck out there. So there is a man. I do believe that she married.
The woman says she asked what their warrant was for and did not get a response. She shared cell phone video of the men that she shot while they were inside her home.
Leave my house. Please leave my house. You have no right. You have no right to be here.
The woman told us she wondered if the men were immigration agents. She told Fox 13 her husband is an immigrant, but she is not with him anymore. She showed Fox 13 her birth certificate, proving she was born at Regional 1 Hospital right here in Memphis.
Her husband, who they not together no more, he's an immigrant, but I ain't no immigrant. But if they was married and she was born there, then he should like have his citizenship, right?
She said she also showed that to the men before they left her home empty-handed.
I do not feel safe home. My kids don't feel safe. I'm not going back. And I feel helpless out here. I don't want to be here anymore. I thought all of us was going to die. I thought all of us was going to die.
In the name of Jesus, too, baby. Damn it, you got your cross on and everything. You thought them people going to come in there and lynch you.
I feel helpless out here. I don't want to be here anymore. I thought all of us was going to die. I thought all of us was going to die.
Say she Latino or she
Now,
Latin?
Fox 13 did find court records that show the woman is involved in a bankruptcy case and a civil matter over unpaid rent, but we did not find any sort of warrant.
This baby got some legal problems. She got some legal problems. It's about some money.
Records that show the woman is involved in a bankruptcy case.
Bankruptcy, saying she ain't got no money. Well, hey, you do got 12 kids. And listen, this ain't no dog you sister. I haven't done a story. Well, here, I did do the story about the woman who had 15 kids back then, where she told the public that y'all got to do something with all these doggone kids. That's what she told us. And then we gave her a house. We gave the baby a old house and shit like that. Guess what that little crazy bitch did? Had another one and then told her we got to take care of that one too. Go ahead.
And a civil matter over unpaid rent, but we did not find any sort of warrant. We also reached out to Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, to see if the men are federal officers. A spokeswoman told us late this afternoon she was looking into it. Darcy.
Oh, well, we're going to look into it. We need to know if they working for us or if they not.
Kayla, so did this mother ever get a reasoning why they walked into her house in the first place? Why the officers entered in the first place?
Not at all. All you heard there were they identified themselves as police and said they had a warrant, but she says they never showed a warrant. They never mentioned why they were there. She just wanted to get them out of her home. And of course, like I said, they left empty-handed.
A lot of questions with that one. That is Fox 13's investigative report.
Yeah, boy. Now, if they not law enforcement and we got people in the community that just running up in houses like that right there, now that's different. That is real, real different. I think that they were looking for the hub because they did not say that they was divorced or, you know, anything like that right there. But let me go ahead on and ask my AI real quick. Can you become a citizen by getting married? Yes, marriage to a U.S. citizen can be a pathway to U.S. citizenship, but it doesn't automatically grant it. You must first obtain a green card, lawful permanent residence, that's in the quotations thing, and then after a specific time, you can apply for naturalization and become a citizen. I guess he didn't complete all his steps or something like that right there, so damn it, that's probably what they were looking for. Mm-hmm. Yeah, damn it, they said we coming. We coming, bitch. Listen. If y'all not supposed to be around here, we coming. Be humble. Watch your mouth. Now it's the time to be humble when you not an American citizen now. Huh? Because the truth be told, we grabbing people and sending them back and they ain't need much. Illegals. But that's the casualty of war out here in the goddamn streets. Sometimes we gonna get it right, sometimes we ain't. We just got to go ahead on and deal with it. We have a good mama out here. Who say that she had been denied at a hospital from going in to see by her baby. My baby in the hospital, my baby in the hospital. The hospital say, no, you can't go back there. This is what they say. A dog and you sister gets denied from entry at a hospital where her son has been treated. I think her son hadn't got shot. Here we go.
Film mother sounding off tonight after she says she was denied entry into a hospital where her son was being treated for a gunshot wound.
The shooting happened overnight, and right now that man is recovering at St. John's Hospital on Detroit's east side.
7 News Detroit reporter Randy Wembley is raising the voice of that man's mother, listening to her claims about the hospital and learning the latest on her son's condition.
It was, standing at the door blocking me from coming.
Ooh, look at the old lack. Look at the whip.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to force my way in. I just was trying to explain to them that I'm a mother, that's my child. I should at least know what's going on with him.
We can't see your eyes, sugar. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all be whole adults and don't want y'all eyes to be seen.
Child, I should at least know what's going on with him.
Diane Orlando says from 9:40 Thursday night till roughly 2 a.m. Friday, security guards at St. John Hospital denied her entry. Her son, 22-year-old Calvin Miller, was being treated there for a gunshot wound.
He's fighting. He's on life support. Well, pretty much it's nothing else they can do.
Detroit police say Miller was shot near Chandler Park Drive in Lenox Thursday night. He was rushed to St. John in critical condition.
They told mom, not only can we not give you information, but you have to wait out in the cold. Wouldn't even let mom go into the waiting area. She had to stand out here in the cold, no answers.
Quincy Smith.
Oh, so you can't be inside the waiting room? Like you can't chill in like the hospital waiting room? Like if I was like to go to like the emergency room right now, there is like an emergency room, waiting room, and then you can go to like the counter or something like that and tell them what the problem is. I'm having chest pain out and it's not look, and gave me a little fentanyl or something like that right there. They done mixed up a play of coke, you know what I'm saying? I done snorted too much. And then you can sit down and like wait to be called. You mean to tell me that they don't have that in that city or in that hospital? You got to go outside and wait?
From Team Pursuit, a Detroit Community Violence Intervention Group, was with Orlando Thursday night. She says a security guard coming in during shift change would eventually escort her into the hospital.
Now, do y'all understand? I kind of thought that he was the baby daddy at first, but he is a part of an organization or something like that. He see a baby in need. Damn it, she short and like y'all call her thick. He see a baby in need.
Oh, no answers.
Quincy Smith from Team Pursuit, a Detroit Community Violence Intervention Group, was with Orlando Thursday night. She says a security guard coming in during shift change would eventually escort her into the hospital. When Orlando left and returned later Friday morning, she claims security guards denied her entry again until a supervisor intervened.
They must have thought like she wasn't cute or something like that. Security guards denied a beautiful baby from getting in? That's a whole problem. She left and came back.
He told me that it was unacceptable, and me being a mother, I should have never been denied. He apologized, for their behavior.
Hospitals typically have identification procedures for people visiting gunshot patients to ensure security. Smith claims he addressed that, but to no avail.
Oh, so they must have been having problems with gunshot victims to where maybe the shooter was trying to get up in the hospital to go ahead on and finish the job or something like that right there. That's probably what was going on out there in the city.
I got a call personally from the captain of the 5th Precinct to say, Quincy, mom is good. We've identified her. Matter of fact, an officer was going to walk mom back there, and they still denied her.
What?
We received a statement from Henry Ford Health which reads, "We strive every day to treat our patients, their families, and visitors with respect, kindness, and compassion. And their health and safety is our top priority. We are always committed to working with any patient or family who expresses concerns about their experience at one of our care facilities." Meanwhile, if anyone has any information about the shooting, please call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP.
What's up? Listen, hey, Shawty just got to come back the day after, you know. At the time, your child could be dead, you know, and you could have had like them last little hours with your baby, you know, and they just denied you. The sad part is, like, they really not telling us why they had them denied it, huh? But she say that she came in there humble and stuff, and I want y'all to really, really pay attention to that right there. This baby, I got to put it back up on the screen. Put that beautiful baby back up on the screen. That baby right there said that, like, she wasn't loud or nothing, like she wasn't, you know. Hold on, I just want to get her words right. She was humble is basically what you're trying to tell us.
Randy Wembley is raising the voice of that man's mother, listening to her claims about the hospital and learning the latest on her son's condition.
It was, you know, standing at the door blocking me from coming in, which is I wasn't trying to force my way in. I just was trying to explain to them that I'm a mother, that's my child. I should at least know what's going on with him.
Mother, that's my child. At least need to go know what's going on with her. How many of y'all believe that she was just that humble? Now, listen. I wouldn't be shocked if she had done cut up, because that's like what I'm used to. You know, looking at these good darker hue mamas when like their child get shot or something like that, they have to go to the hospital and they may be taking too long to let the mama back there. The mama be back there snapping with all that fly stuff right there. So just for me to take it, to be like, all right, yeah, she would just stand at the door as she said that they were blocking the door. So she was just humble. No, I just need to know what's going on with my baby. And she ain't like take steps forward or something, and she wasn't snapping the organ. It's hard for me to believe that. It's not a problem if you did it. It's just hard for me to believe, you know. I'm just saying, move right along. Move right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. I can't believe a dog you sister didn't cut food. And her son was in there, because, you know, we be having like these little son husbands out here in these streets now. I'm just pointing something out. Moving right along. What we got? Oh, she looked mad. I think I did this story. This may be an update. I don't know. Just a few days ago. Something like that right there. Listen, if y'all just not coming on in, we also streaming live on Twitch, twitch.tv.com, The Willie Williams Show, Twitter, twitter.com, The Willie Williams Show, rumble.com, The Willie Williams Show. I need your support like I always do. Support is a verb out here. Support the channels. We need thumbs ups. We need thumbs up. We should be damn near. Now, why did that jump down there? We should be damn near close to 300 out here. It's 45 after the hour. I don't know why my system jumping around is acting a fool right here. And it just did it again. Yada. You say with lashes. Yeah, you're humble. Come on now, dog. I do believe that she was popping off. And again, at that moment, it's that may have been like a good response. What you mean I can't come in here? Even me as a man, I'm trying to get in here and see about my loved one, and you gonna tell me, fuck you mean I can't come up here? That you finna call the police, it's finna be a misunderstanding. Furniture about to move. Tase me. I bet you won't tase me. Somebody record this right here. I'm trying to get my numbers up on YouTube. I bet you won't tase me, though. I bet you won't tase me so my numbers can go sky high. And then I'm going to sue the hospital. Yeah. Because you done tased somebody with a mental health problem after YT done took my damn channel. Yeah. I'm down bad right now. Yeah, this is why I need y'all support. Around here, we still got to GoFundMe. And a matter of fact, I should have had the GoFundMe already pulled up. Did y'all go around and look at my GoFundMe to see the picture that I had done changed? I had done changed the picture and stuff. I'm trying to see if that right there would excite y'all to go ahead on and help play out around here in these streets. Damn it, now why them buttons showing? Now if y'all just go around there and just look at something. Matter of fact, let me make sure I share this thing on Twitter too. I gotta put that there on Twitter real quick. Bam, got it. We ready to go. Okay. We have a suspect who enters a plea. It's a woman. It's a beautiful sister. It always be like a beautiful sister, don't it? The suspects enter a plea 2 years after a baby was killed in a stolen car. Baby hadn't died. Dead in a stolen car. The baby said, all right. I'm going to enter a plea.
A woman accused of killing a baby in a drunk driving crash 2 years ago has pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors charged Antoinisha Burse after 13...
Antoinisha. Look at Antoinisha. Shout out, baby, out for having her real, too. The baby look like he know her, too. You know, go ahead.
Month-old Zarian Robinson died in the 2023 crash. 12 News' Erica Finke joins us live now from outside the Milwaukee County Courthouse. Erica, the baby's family was in court today as Burse made that plea.
Right, I just spoke with Zarian's family, and they tell me that they're exhausted and they're sad that it's taken this long for their baby's case to get started.
State of Wisconsin versus Antoinisha Burse.
Y'all do know she don't look nothing like the one who was on the picture just a minute ago. That baby done put on a little weight, too. Go ahead, baby. That baby done got thick on y'all. That's probably why she got on like the extra large Milwaukee County outfit on. Go ahead.
Versus Antoinisha Burse.
January 2023, family members tell me Zarian's mother was giving Burse a ride. They say she went inside for a moment, and that's when Burse took off with the car with Zarian still inside. Moments later, prosecutors say Burse crashed into another vehicle near 35th and Hope, killing the little boy. Police say Burse's blood alcohol content was 3 times the legal driving limit. Officers in court today said Burse admitted to driving the car, but didn't recall the crash. She was charged in March 2023, but she wasn't arrested until December 2024. The baby's mom and grandma today in court telling me they want answers and they want justice. What would you say to her if you could talk with her?
I asked her why. What was she thinking? You know, like, does she even feel bad today? It didn't even look like she had any remorse or nothing. So, just why? Why did you have to take our loved one from us? You know.
We hurt, but we're going to get through this. We're going to get through one day at a time. And y'all will see me the next court date.
So, Erica, Burse is facing 3 felony charges.
So 2 of those, Jaron, are related to a deadly crash while intoxicated, but then she also was charged for operating a vehicle without a driver's license.
And we know she'll be in court
like they never have a driver's license
again next month. Erica Finke live for us this morning outside the Milwaukee County Courthouse.
Yeah, which is also crazy because the baby was in the car by herself. The baby was in the car by herself during the accident. I am so confused. And then the mother was like, well, why did you take my baby life? You do know that she was drunk and she did not remember the accident? I don't think you had prepared your questions right, baby. I just think that when the cameras got in front of your face, you just made up some shit. I would just like to know why you took my baby life. Man, she was on that ENJ. They was on that Cisco out here in these streets. Drinking and driving can kill a friendship type stuff, right? Just want to know what made her do it. Hell, we drank and drive. I don't know. Say no accountability for the mother. Right? They just ain't gonna tell us who the child was in the car with. Do y'all remember them saying who the child was in the car with? You say Willie, the mother's mother never liked her. You saw how the mama say, the mama say, and every time we come to court or something like that right there, I'ma be here. All right, sister. You gonna come on around now. Now, I got to say something to y'all. Is it me or did the mama really ain't had no money before she had this baby? I'm just gonna point something out to y'all and y'all just let me know, do I have a point? According to the baby outfit and the baby shoes, they don't go together. This lets me know she ain't had no money. How many of y'all done had children, and how many of y'all, before y'all take a child's picture, because this is a child's picture, somebody took the damn picture. How many of y'all would dress y'all child up to leave or wherever they got to go and don't match? I do understand that the baby right there looked like she got on Jordans, because I think that's a little girl, right? Got on Jordans, right? And y'all do know that Jordan, he said, Willie, stop. No, damn it, I see it, I got to say something. Listen, watch it. Y'all do know when we have the little kids, our little babies, we have a whole bunch of shoes. That's one thing that people in poverty do have, right? A whole bunch of damn shoes for their babies. You know good as hell well that outfit don't go with them damn shoes. That means this is the best shoes that the baby had didn't have. These is the most popular shoes. So people like, oh, they got on J's, so they got some money. I pay attention to everything. You say that's them foam composites or them foam posits. Say, oh shit. I'm just listen. Am I going too far? I remember back in the days when I was out here and everybody had their little bitty babies. Everybody children had a lot of damn shoes because the shoes was cheap. You can get like Jordans like $20, right? 15, 20, like the little toddler shoes. Hell, and you let the right people come to the community, you can get like 2 pair of little toddler J's, I think, like 2 for $30. I'm just saying. You say, what kind of Jordans, though? Listen, the little toddler Jordans, the ones that we hang up on the rearview mirror inside your car when your baby get old enough and they can't wear the little shoe no more. Those shoes. I don't know. That outfit don't go together. But anyway, I just don't remember them saying anything about the mother being in the car. Oh, she stole the car. I forgot it was a stolen car. Hold on, wait, hold on. I'm not listening.
Exhausted, and they're sad that it's taken this long for their baby's case to get started.
State of Wisconsin versus
wrong with your hip.
Tanisha Burse.
January 2023, family members tell me Zerion's mother was giving Burse a ride. They say,
oh, she was giving her a ride. Oh, so she knew her. See, I wasn't even paying attention to the story. Damn shame, and I'm supposed to be delivering the news, huh?
She went inside for a moment, and that's when Burse took off with the car, with Zerion still inside. Moments later, prosecutors say Burse crashed into another vehicle near 35th and Hope, killing the little boy. Police say Burse...
Oh, so that's a little boy. All right, bam. I was saying to her, and girl, I'm confused.
Burse's blood alcohol content was 3 times the legal driving limit. Officers in court today said Burse admitted to driving the car, but didn't recall the crash.
Okay, all right, bam. I done messed the whole doggone story up, but damn it, we got it back right. Giving her a ride, she stole the car. She left the baby in the car. Yeah. So that's why we out here saying so ain't nothing gonna happen to the mama. Because like my question was, why is the baby left in the car? I'm so confused, but we figured it out now. So yeah, the mother ain't gonna be charged. You left the baby in the car with somebody that you ain't even much know like that right though? Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much hole. You're such a good mother. But we more mad at the person who just made the plea deal. Cause she borrowed the car for a good little minute. All right, y'all. We finna go it on to get. Damn it, hold on. I got about 1, 2. 1, 2. I got 2 minutes. Oh, smart mama. A smart woman. Smart woman. Y'all, listen. Boy, if all else fails out here in these streets, I just want y'all to understand, if all else fails when it comes down to entertainment, you ladies would never let me fail when it comes down to entertainment, decision making. I promise you, y'all won't. We have a story. We have a story about a man named Brady. No, I'm just joking. But we have a story of a man who got arrested for kidnapping his la. My bad. For kidnapping his ex-girlfriend. Player arrested for kidnapping ex-girlfriend. Right? That's what I just said. Y'all is so educated. Go ahead.
Woman kidnapped from a hospital parking deck, and now we're learning how police were able to save the woman and catch the suspect. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart has been digging into this for a couple of days. He is live from Tanner Medical Center in Carrollton with the details. Kevin?
Yeah, a woman who works here at Tanner Medical Center showed up for work Wednesday morning, and she parked in this deck. She parked all the way at the top level.
She parked at the top level. Got it.
Allegedly, her ex-boyfriend was there waiting for her. Allegedly, he jumped on top of a car, and she took off. And that's just the beginning of this story.
She parked up at the top. Like, look up at the top. Like, the roof. You can't go no further than that right there. The roof. He jumped out like Jack in the Box on the bitch. Done jumped on the car, stuff like that. She was able to get away, right? Got it. We understand the story.
Now, the victim had to go back to work, so she circled back to the parking deck thinking the ex-boyfriend was gone. He wasn't.
This is the ex, Julian Bass of McDonough. He was allegedly waiting for the victim in the parking deck with a gun and ordered her to get in his vehicle.
All the while, somehow, the victim was on the phone with her boyfriend, and he called 911.
I was on the phone with my girlfriend this morning, and she got into it with somebody. I don't know what happened. The phone disconnected. I just want to know if she's okay.
The Carrollton police officer dispatched to the scene called the boyfriend. The victim had been sharing her location with her boyfriend through her cell phone. That's the key here. Turn by turn, the boyfriend provided a play-by-play for the officer. The vehicle moved to Austin Avenue, to Noonan Street, to White Street. Keep in mind, neither the boyfriend or the officer knew the vehicle they were looking for. By the time the car turned here on Mandeville Avenue, the officer figured it out and pulled Bass in a black van over and safely recovered the victim.
There was about three or four police with the van.
Right in front of Cassandra Taylor.
If he didn't have that location, then what could have happened? That girl could be dead.
All right, now Julius Bass faces multiple charges, including a gun charge, stalking charges, and, of course, kidnapping charges. Reporting live in Carroll County, Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
I just left it alone so y'all go on and just get the gist. Shout out to Jay for the $6 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Support is a verb. For real though. Remember I had done stopped it earlier and I just said that they was on the roof and they couldn't go another further. And he done, the ex-boyfriend done jumped out like Jack in the Box on her car and she done drove away. She got away. She was free. And he said, but shit, I gotta clock in. I thought he was gone. What? You was on the roof parking. He jumped out. So he must know that you always park up at the top. For one. He jumped out like Jack in the Box, scared shit out you. You done drove out, pew, out of there. Do y'all know what she didn't do? I didn't want to let y'all understand it. Hell, she was probably on her last late. She was probably on her last call out. Think about it. You mean to tell me your ex-boyfriend done jumped on your shit and you didn't call the police? You did not call law enforcement to explain to them, my boyfriend just jumped on my damn car and I got to go to work. He is harassing me. He's doing some fly shit. Oh, but she was on the phone with her boyfriend, so we're not going to do that. He said, but the hospital... Say, but this a hospital. Say her little boyfriend was probably her work husband. Right. You got a good point right there. Run it back.
That's just the beginning of this story.
Hold on.
Was there waiting for her. Allegedly, he jumped on top of a car, and she took off. And that's just the beginning of this story.
He jumped on top of her car, so it also kind of let me know that she wasn't watching a 12, 3, 6, and a 9. In my mind, either he know exactly where you parked because you have parked there for so doggone long, or he followed you and you wasn't watching your doggone back. He jumped on your car when you went on ahead on the park. But
Now,
what she did?
The victim had to go back to work, so she circled back to the parking deck thinking...
She circled back. So she left from the top thing. She probably went down like 2 things or something like that. Then she yoked it on around and went back up to the top. Oh, he gone. I bet she got a degree. Damn it, she a nurse. I believe that baby is a nurse. She probably a doctor.
It's just the beginning of this story. Now, the victim had to go back to work, so she circled back to the parking deck thinking the ex-boyfriend was gone. He wasn't.
This is the ex, Julian Bass of McDonough. He was...
And that's a lot of our problems here. We do not believe the person that we was just with ain't about that life. We don't believe it like that. But bitch, they jumped on your car at the job. You don't think that he was for real about whatever? He probably ain't had no car. He probably walked up there. Then he probably caught the bus. Hell, he probably got dropped off. And you not taking him serious? Watch this. She got such a lack of respect for a player that it did not set in her brain as an educated woman. This Negro done came to my job and jumped on my car. She don't have enough respect for a man that is willing to come to your job, put himself in a situation to go to jail. She didn't even respect that part of it to be like, you know what? I need to take a little cautious. I need to contact these people who is at least gonna come on around here and search for him and at least lock him up if he's still here. She trying to park and go inside the building. Bitch, she at your job jumping on your car. What is it?
He was allegedly waiting for the victim in the parking deck with a gun and ordered her to get in his vehicle.
So he came in a car. He drove. So once you saw the gun, you believe that he was for real. You didn't think that he was about that life until you saw the gun. Bitch, he jumped on your car and you got away. Say, Willie, he had the black van in the parking deck. Yeah. Yeah, lamping, wait. Yeah, well, yeah. Mm-hmm. Get in. Okay, I'm going to get in. So you didn't take him serious. Again, lack of respect for a male human. Bitch, your life is in danger if he come to your job and jump on that damn car. Moving right along. I'm sick of these, bitch. I can't take y'all serious. Get this shit off my screen. Just so educated. Y'all just be so educated. Damn. How y'all get to be so... sound like she was still dealing with him. That's what it sound like to me, huh? Because if she done moved on to like the new boyfriend because she was on the phone with her boyfriend, that's what they wanted to believe. She was still hunching her ex. She was still hunching. He came right. Listen, because typically we break up and we get new people. A lot of times it has been like a good 6 months. Right. No, maybe sort of. Maybe. Shout out to T. Lee for the $5 super chat. He said, why didn't she tell her boyfriend while she was on the phone with him? Right, because notice, they said that the call dropped, and he didn't know what was going on. She was still hunching her ex. I'm glad that you said that right now. She was still hunching, messing around with her ex. She did not want her boyfriend to know that her ex was at the job because it raises suspicion. Although after her getting kidnapped, it should raise suspicion, and they need to go ahead on and break up and separate and divide because the bitch been lying. She been out here lying. That boy ain't just come up to your job just to be coming up to your doggone job with a gun. Well, it is a possibility. It is a possibility, but 9 times out of 10, no. She has been in communication. Mm-hmm. You got to ask yourself this right here. If she was on the phone with a boyfriend and he jumped on the car, why didn't she tell the boyfriend, this such and such just jumped on my doggone car, yada, yada, yada. She didn't call the police. Guess who called the police because the call dropped? The boyfriend. Move right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. We got a mama. Fell short of glory. Not just the mama falling short of glory out here in these doggone street. We got a player. We got players, plurals. We got players who done fell short of glory. Boy. Y'all keep making me proud with so much domestic love situations that we have going on out here. Look at that sister. Look at that sister. Mm-hmm. She looks so peaceful. She looks, her representative popping. Yeah. Looks great. Looks like she's a great decision maker, huh? Don't it? Mm-hmm. It said Florida. My state, stand your ground state, but spit your home state. Please don't run up win for our life state. A Florida man kills his girlfriend in the bed with 3 kids in it. Yeah. And he tried to make it look like a home invasion. That's what they say a player had done tried to do. But look here, pay attention.
Times while her 3...
Hold on, back it up.
The mother shot nearly a dozen times while her 3 kids slept by her side. The father of those kids accused of staging a murder and making it look like a home invasion. A Fox 35 News exclusive interview. For the very first time, we're hearing from close friends of that mother. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Brown.
And I'm Luann Sorrell. Fox 35's Manny Martinez is live in Orlando tonight. So Manny, that boyfriend allegedly had his cousin shoot him in the arm to make it appear like he was a victim too.
When I tell y'all, when we really watching movies and we thinking it through, he had his cousin shoot him in the arm. All right.
And Luann, that's all laid out here in these 36 pages for the affidavit for the suspect's arrest. These are usually no longer than 5 or 6 pages at most. So that shows you just how intensive and extensive this investigation has been. Deputies say it came down to good old-fashioned detective work. And tonight, the woman's friend and the sheriff's office say the suspect's story just didn't add up.
More than 1 year since Portia Streeter was shot and killed while she was asleep with her own children, her friends are still grappling with the loss.
She was a God-fearing woman. And, if you got to know her, you know that she had a gentle spirit.
She's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Deputies say Sean Range, the father of Streeter's 3 kids, worked with his cousin, Benjamin Garman, to
So he was the baby daddy of all 3 children.
Kill her and even stage a home invasion.
Back it up. Got his cousin to do what?
Father of Streeter's 3 kids worked with his cousin, Benjamin Garman, to kill her and even stage a home invasion. Streeter was just 30 years old. Family and friends describe her as a loving mom and a gifted hair and makeup artist.
She was so talented. You could show her a picture, and I guarantee you were going to look like the picture that you wanted.
She died January 13, 2024. Neighbors heard gunshots around 9:30 that morning, but detectives say Range called 911 2 hours later, after the alleged shooter came back and shot him in the arm. We spoke with a neighbor who didn't want to show his face on camera.
He was asking for help and, starting, knocking on people's doors. I was like, oh my God, something really bad happened.
Range told detectives someone forced their way into the apartment, demanded money, went into the bedroom, kicked his 10-year-old son in the head, and started shooting Streeter. In the investigative paperwork, detectives say they found that story unfathomable, adding Portia Streeter's well-being and safety was clearly not his priority.
How dare you pull someone's life away from them? How dare you do God's job? How dare you strip someone of their future? So how dare you strip 3 beautiful kids of their mother?
And deputies laid out some possible motives here in this case. They say the suspect was upset his ex was in a new relationship.
Whoa, go ahead.
The 2 disagreed over the custody of their children.
Whoa, go ahead.
And deputies say the suspect was having some money problems while she was not.
Ooh, Ooh, so she was talking slick.
Range is due in court next week.
She was talking slick with your broke ass. Huh? Suspect upset because victim was in a new relationship. She had done moved on. It happens. He said, I call shenanigans. Say that's a Ray Carew fire. Player call it cuz listen, I'm gonna kick my 10-year-old boy in the head and I'm gonna shoot the shit out of shout. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna bang her 12 times, so it's at least I know she dead. I just don't want her to die. I just want her dead. You know. And then I'm gonna call you about 2 hours later, come on around there and shoot me. And then I can run through like the complex and beating on doors. Help, they done killed my baby mama. The two disagreed over custody of children. Now, I have been alive for a good little minute. And I know our dog you for argument about children typically is the children is going to be kept away from the father. Typically, not all the time. And then you is going to be threatened with child support. You know, when you've been taking care of your kids, been seeing your kids every day, now they bit because y'all mad. She threatening you with child support. If you don't buy them Jordans, you're going to be put on child support for all 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Stupid stuff like that right there. He had some money problem. She didn't. Why? Because when you getting that entrepreneur change, when you dealing with hair, you tend to always keep you some money out here, especially if you could do some hair and makeup really, really good and your clientele is popping. So I know she was slick rapping because, come on now, she 30. Her representative is cute. She got her own apartment and she got the 3 kids. Players is in her inbox. She probably responding. Come on now. And she got a whole new man though. Yeah. Got this new man around his sure. Yeah. Because you all don't believe that these men is tired. These men is tired. These not the same men when I was coming up. It's different.
Sleep with her own children. Her friends are still grappling with the loss.
She was a God-fearing woman.
Now, a lot of people said, is this T.S. Madison? No, this not T.S. Madison. Somebody said, that's a man, baby. You say, so Willie ain't gonna mention what the chat said. Yes, I'm trying to get to the chat now. Say no trial needed. The YN is not even resort worthy. Said YT is censoring y'all comments again. You know, damn it, they be playing around. They do be playing around. Said 3 strikes. Bam. He out there, chat room is something else. Hold on. Hey. Y'all, I don't, because y'all still gonna follow y'all on understanding what you're saying.
And you know, if you got to know.
Say about them duck lips. Now listen, is this a man? I want to say I don't think so. But we don't know. This person's name is Azania Hugh. I guess that's how you pronounce it. This is the victim's friend.
While she was asleep with her own children, her friends are still grappling with the loss.
She was a God-fearing woman. And, you know, if you got to know her, you let she had a gentle.
What does a God-fearing woman mean, though? I'm just about sick of us with these little words that we just be throwing around. What does a God-fearing person mean? Adjectives or something like that. But that God-fearing, most God-fearing, used to describe religious people who try to obey the rules of their religion and to live in a way that is considered morally right. She called her a God-fearing woman. He was just her baby daddy. Arguing about the children. Money issue. And believe you me, she was slick rapping. God-fearing, though. God-fearing. Got it.
And you know, if you got,
and I wonder why did they separate? There's only certain reasons you're supposed to be able to separate and divide when it's under the faith.
Got to know her even that she had a gentle spirit.
He's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Deputies say Sean Range, the father of...
So this him in court? He looked totally different.
He's not going anywhere.
So if this him, he the same side? Is this his lawyer?
Anywhere anytime soon.
Deputies say Sean Range, the father of Streeter's 3 kids, worked with his cousin, Benjamin Garman, to...
Benjamin. Oh, that was probably Benjamin. Got it.
Kill her and even stage a home invasion. Streeter was just 30 years old. Family and friends describe her as a loving mom and a gifted hair and makeup artist.
That's typically what we say about people who had died. We don't tell the truth. We don't tell the truth. We have a lot of us has been to funerals and stuff to where the preacher don't even know the dead and saying all this good stuff about the dead. Be like, no. You ain't been in the streets with this person. You don't know what this person got 7 bodies. What are you talking about? A good God-fearing man has been called home by the Lord. You know he got 17 children. And don't take care of nothing. You know he got 7 bodies? Do you know he mixes cocaine with fentanyl? Like, what do you mean? He was a God-fearing man. He didn't do everything right. The Lord was still working with him, but he was a God-fearing man. He came up in the church. He was raised in the church. I remember when his grandmother brought him to church. 17 children, bitch, he couldn't cope with fentanyl. We don't care nothing about his past. We talk about that. Damn it. Who? You gonna talk about that goddamn fentanyl that he couldn't? Or that he was cutting?
She was so talented. You could show her a picture and I could guarantee.
Can we get our top lips like this? Like, do our top lips come like this? Or is this work done? I just want to know, is this work done to the top lip? Because the top lip look different.
Makeup artist.
She was so talented. You could show her a picture.
I don't understand. Is that a made top lip? Huh? Now y'all come on in and hit that like button, man, and hit that cash app or something like that right there. Damn it, I need support. But say, well, I think that's a boy.
I guarantee you were going.
Okay, but if that is a boy, then that means that that's work done then, right? It's a lip liner. That cannot just be just a liner, cause that's like meat. Like the lip is meat though. It can't be like an eyeliner thing. No. That got to be like, say that's a dude.
Picture, and I guarantee you were going to look like the picture that you wanted.
She died January 13, 2024. Neighbors heard gunshots around 9:30 that morning, but detectives say Range called 911 2 hours later.
Say that's that work. Got that work done. Got to be more careful. Trying to solicit you players out here with them lips.
Detectives say Range called 911 2 hours later.
Now, why would you call the police 2 hours later knowing that these people is going to do an investigation? Although it seems to me like you have watched movies and stuff like that, that's probably how you came up with the idea to have your cousin come on around there and bust you one, but you forgot to watch the movies all the way through. There's always an investigation, and you know time is of the essence. I think that's how that term goes. Time is of the essence. Or time is serious. Time can be whether you get off or whether you do time. Time is very important.
Morning, but detectives say Range called 911 2 hours later after the alleged shooter came back and shot him in the arm. We spoke with a neighbor who didn't want to...
The shooter comes back to the crime scene 2 hours later and shot you in the arm. So then we also have to think about this right here too. So was they staying together at the time? And I'm kind of pretty sure that they weren't staying together at the time, because if he was under the belief that she had a new boyfriend, then obviously just by just a tad bit of deductive reasoning, or unless he was saying that she was cheating, I don't think that they were together at the time. And if y'all wasn't together at the time, what was you even doing around there? I wonder what he said in his interview, or his explanation of why he was even around there at the time. Did the shooter come back 2 hours later and shoot you? That means that when you was there, you didn't even call the police. Listen. If you sought it up as, okay, you came there and you saw that she was dead, and you came in and you're like, oh my God, my baby mama dead. You didn't even call the police then. I don't even understand how you thought about it like this right here. You missed a lot. You really did miss a lot with this story.
Show his face on camera.
He was asking for help and, starting, knocking on people's doors. I was like, oh my God, something really bad happened.
Range told detectives someone forced their way into the apartment, demanded money, went into the bedroom, kicked his 10-year-old son in the head, and started shooting Streeter.
So walked in to kick the son in the head. Now, mind you, it was 3 kids inside the bed. 3 kids. You know that they're gonna ask the kids questions. I don't even know how he thought about doing it like that.
In the investigative paperwork, detectives say they found that story unfathomable.
This seems unfathomable to me. In all of my time in law enforcement, to include my time as a violent crimes detective and a homicide detective, I have never heard an unarmed victim searching for an armed suspect who just shot his loved one rather than find help for his family. That's what this fool did. This fool... You mean to tell me that he told us, law enforcement, that he was searching for the gunman? Why he ain't have no gun? He don't have a gun, searching for the gunman. You mean the shooter? What was he gonna do if he would have caught the shooter? Well, we know that that's not true. But what in his mind that he would have wanted us to believe that he was looking for the shooter? And what was you gonna do once you found the shooter? Wow, it's really, really deep. That's why the brain is the most important part of your body. Your brain is the most important part of your body. Damn it, it's the brain. I know that, like listen, it's the computer to your car. It's the computer to your computer. It's the brain of your computer. It's the brain of your car. Without it, it's nothing. Without you updating the systems and all that fly shit, it's nothing. Nope.
Adding Portia Streeter's well-being and safety was clearly not his priority.
It was not. It's the friend again.
How dare you pull someone's life away from them? How dare you do God's job?
Stop. How dare you do God's job? So God's job is to remove us off earth. It was in a song of Scarface. And I used to say it too before I had done read the Bible and before I was asking questions. Scarface said only God could take life, but I still got to watch the law. Did I look this up before? Let me see. Does it say in the Bible only God could take life? It is not for man to take life, but to understand that God is the giver and the taker of such according to his sovereign will. But that's supposed to be in the chapter, right? Oh, wait, that's Genesis something? Hold on. I don't just want to be saying stuff. What verse does it say only God could take life? The Bible verse that asserts that God's sole authority over life and death is Deuteronomy 32:39. That's 32:39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God besides me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand. I bet y'all didn't know that God said that, and I did it. God said, I, even I am He, and and damn it, no God beside me. I kill, and I make alive. So, if only God could take life, if the book is actually correct, I want y'all to think about it. Damn, but my mind be working. I want y'all to think about it. If only God can take life. Do a little deductive reasoning, y'all. Think about it. Think about it. Don't let your cognitive dissonance ruin your thought process. Come on, y'all. If only God could take life, then that means that God took her and the man didn't take her from earth. So that's a powerful statement right there. Mm-hmm. How dare you, Mr. T.S. Madison? That's not T.S. Madison. Don't do it. Oh, man. You say, did he create Ebonics, though? God is the Alpha and Omega. Yeah. God gives life and he takes life away. It's in the book. It actually says it in the book. Sounds like God didn't want to save her. And listen, this is why Bible study is so important. Then maybe we need to start holding God accountable for when our loved ones leave earth. Right? Remember them days? Open your Bibles. Remember that we used to do that around here in the street? Yeah. We don't read, we don't study, we don't do that. Only God could take life. Or only God takes life. Mm-hmm. There is no God besides me. Well, him. That's what's in like the book. Stuff like that right there. Mm-hmm. So, hey, this person is correct.
Someone's life away from them. How dare you do God's job?
But then God have humans to do work for him, right? So if a human took another human's life, it had to be ordained by God. It's the same way that God told Moses them to, was it Moses them? To go inside of the tribes and kill every doggone body, just make sure, kill all the firstborns and take the virgins or take the women for yourselves. Then I forgot what verse that was. Kill all the men or something like that right there. Well, kill all the firstborns. God damn it. What verse in the Bible it says to kill all the first? Damn it. Hold on. What verse in the Bible says kill all the firstborn? The verse of the Bible that describes God striking down all the firstborn in Egypt is Exodus 12:12. Oh, God states in 12:12, for I will pass through the land of Egypt that night, and I will strike down every firstborn in the land, both man and beast. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment. I am the Lord. And then, damn it, it's somewhere else that I know that it actually says, and then you take the women. I was like, that's what's up. So we go in and we kill the firstborn and stuff like that. That's like the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom, like with like the lions or like the tigers or something like that right there. They kill them stepkids and they make their own son like that. That shit fly. That's what's up. Go ahead.
How dare you strip someone of their future? So how dare you strip 3 beautiful kids of their mother?
See, she's still blaming a mere human. You need to be blaming God, though. God can only, the devil can't even take life then, right? Because God is the only God, and God is the only one who gives and takes. According to the book, right? Or am I just misreading it? What does the Bible say about your firstborn son? Well, a lot too. And listen, if I'm not mistaken, you can't get in, you can't get into heaven or get into somewhere if you ain't been circumcised. But go ahead.
And deputies laid out some possible motives here in this case. They said,
if your meat ain't been chopped up. Oh, wait. I think it's coming back to me. I think it used to say that you cannot serve God if you uncircumcised or something like that right there. Damn it, uncircumcised, damn it. I know there was something fly because I used to talk about it like a lot, like, so I got to cut my meat off to be like rocking with God or something like that right there. It's crazy though. Well, it's not crazy. It's the word. It is the word. Say Willie is full of misinformation today. You can't say I'm full of misinformation if I'm pulling it up and I'm giving y'all where to go to find it. Huh? It can't be misinformation if I'm asking the question to my Ayala and I'm getting the answer. Y'all hear me ask the question and I'm giving y'all chapter and verse. That way y'all can look it up for yourself. Huh? So it's in Acts when they're talking about the circumcision and damn it, listen, y'all correct me when I'm wrong now. I just be trying to remember so much, and it'd be hard for me to remember so much. I can't just retain every doggone thing. To where it do say if you not circumcised, you can't be a part of the clique or something like that right there, man. Damn it, look it up. Look it up. I'm not making this stuff up. I promise you I'm not making it up.
the suspect was upset his ex was in a new relationship.
So they was exes, so why was he even around there? But anyway, moving right along. I ain't gonna even much hold you. Shout yourselves out for choosing the killers. Y'all ladies know how to pick a killer. I promise you that right there. Y'all know how to choose a good killer. Yeah. Get mad all you want to. These is y'all choices. And I'm just, pointing out y'all choices. Say abomination on the screen talking about its friend. You say, Willie, you have to be a believer. I keep trying to tell y'all, no, I'm not. I've read it. I studied. I went through years of dealing with that doggone Bible. I'm trying to tell you, boy. And listen, these are some of the things that actually shook me that I didn't know. That God said. God say do this. God say do that. I didn't know a whole bunch of them things. And it was a real shocking to my spirit. For real though. This is why I would advise all of you all. Read the book that you believe in. No, read the book that you believe in. Just read it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Hold up now. What time is it? It's 34 past the hour. Y'all, we is also streaming live on Twitch, Twitter, and Rumble. We round here in these streets, man. I need the support. Thank y'all. Can we get some thumbs ups? We should be over 300 with a thumbs up around here in the YouTube street. I'm trying to refresh everything real quick. Bam, refresh. Got that right there. We only had 244 with the thumbs up. We should be over 300. You say that was at the Battle of Jericho. Oh, okay. See, boy, y'all do be knowing stuff too. I ain't the only one. I may be the only one who will just say things the way I say things out loud. I get that right there. Because a lot of y'all still want to keep your friends and your family. I do understand that right there. Me, don't care so much. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man. Hey, man, it's in the book. It's in the book. Now some people will tell you misinterpreting the Bible. Okay. Okay, and then I can say the same thing back to you. You misinterpreting the Bible. We could all be misinterpreting the Bible, but we follow a interpretation of the Bible. If you is like a believer or something like that right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You follow some sort of interpretation. We got a Florida team who is missing. What the hell? Oh. This ain't the 16-year-old, is it? Is this a 16-year-old? Oh, this is another one? Oh, Jesus. Why y'all keep getting missing? Listen. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. Say Willie trying us like we on the short bus. No, hey, listen. I'm just putting it out there. Hold on. Wait, hold up. You say God ain't said do that, Willie. The man rewrote the Bible. Hey, it's the word. It's in the book. I'm just saying. They said that in the book, they said that God told men to write the book, which is strange to me because, men will switch some shit up. And God know that we'll switch some stuff up. Have we ever played telephone in elementary? The way your teacher start at the beginning of the classroom and whisper something in somebody's ear, and by the time it get back to the last person, the story done changed. God put the word in the hands of humans. Got to be more careful. And then people would be upset with me because I don't believe it. All right. Okay. That's what's up. Anyway, we have a missing Florida teen who was killed. And several people knew that this teenager was being held captive. I wonder if everybody gonna go to jail.
We're learning new disturbing details about the murder of 16-year-old Miranda Corsett. 2 people have been charged in her death, but her body still has not been found. And now we know that 6 people knew the teen was being held captive, but never called police. That's according to new court documents obtained by the Tampa Bay Times. Fox 13's Jordan Bowen joins us now in the newsroom tonight. And Jordan, what more did you learn?
Well, Brianna, the details are disturbing. In these court documents, an unnamed woman who has not been charged was in the home and described beatings and torture the girl faced a week before she died, and how multiple people knew she was being held captive but never called 911. In the week before 16-year-old Miranda Corsett was killed, 6 people saw or knew the teen was being held captive and tortured, but never called 911. That's according to a new search warrant affidavit obtained by the Tampa Bay Times.
This is horrific.
6 people knew she was being held captive, and ain't nobody said that.
Crime. We are still investigating it.
Talk about minding your own damn business.
We want to ensure that we bring justice to Miranda. The investigators are looking at every piece of evidence that we can find.
35-year-old Steve Gress and 37-year-old Michelle Brandis are being charged with the killing. In the 25-page affidavit, it says that 3 people, including Gress's mother, later admitted to police that he'd sent them photos of the girl that showed her nude, bruised, and in an increasingly worse physical condition. Later in the affidavit, a woman interviewed by police who lived in the first-floor apartment with Gress and Brandis told police how the 2 suffocated the teen girl and how the 3 of them drove the girl's body to Brandis's mother's house, where Gress and Brandis dismembered her. David Horton owns the duplex where the couple lived.
She had called me, my tenant, and she says there's something going on down there. They was arguing and fighting. Yeah, they would do that.
In the affidavit, it says Gress told police in jail that, quote, this was never supposed to happen, and blamed Brandis for causing Miranda's death. Later, it says Brandis depicted Gress as the main aggressor and told detectives she feared being beaten by him and therefore was too afraid to tell police.
As a woman do. Once you get caught, you turn on the man. I was afraid of him. Shit, I was just following his lead.
And Brandis and Gress are both being charged with first-degree murder. The Pinellas County Pasco State Attorney Bruce Bartlett told the Times there is a pretty good likelihood more charges will come down. We will keep you posted on what happens. Brianna.
6 people knew?
All right, Jordan Bowen, live for us in our news.
Damn. Sad case. Sad case. That baby done lost her doggone life out here, man. Got to be more careful. Well, moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much hold you. Get that, pop that, do that. What's going on with him? Groping? Are we feeling on people over there? I can get this off my screen real quick. Got to be more careful. Now we did that. We got that out the way. We holding on. Now what is this? Somebody's seeking a... Oh, we don't want to do that right now. I'll say that for tomorrow. Oh, all right, bam. I've been holding on to this one because, like, I just been refusing to watch this. Let's talk a little bit about a little racism real quick, because I do believe that this is where the story is going to. They talking a little bit about somebody not being treated fairly out here. A little girl not getting treated fairly. A black little girl not getting treated fairly, and it makes the news. When black folks not get treated, it when they want us to be mad with one another, it makes the news. It really do. Shout out to D West for the $2 cash app. Say here's my late offering. Great show. I appreciate that right there. Thank you. Go and put that on. Damn it, I want to change this right here first before I do that right there. Wait. Oh, no, I can't change that. I can change this. Do. I can change that. All right. Put that there up on the screen real quick. We have a viral video that shows a black student was left out of a hug. The black student didn't get a hug on stage during the dance competition. We're calling it racist. Here we go.
Video of a dance competition in Plainville that has gone viral. Take a look. It appears to show a dance coach hugging the young dancers, but leaving out one student in particular.
The video has been...
They call this student a black student. Why they put everything on black? That baby ain't black.
Video of a dance competition in Plainville that has gone viral. Take a look. It appears to show a dance coach hugging the young dancers, but leaving out one student in particular.
The video has been shared millions of times on social media. NBC Connecticut's Amanda Pitt spoke to the girl's mother today. She is live in Plainville tonight with more. Amanda.
Yeah, Mike and Keisha, that viral video has many commenters calling on that dance studio owner to apologize, but that little girl's parents tell me that they have yet to receive an apology.
It was a kick to the gut.
That's how Melissa Breglia felt watching this interaction from the audience.
That was rude.
Of her daughter Shania accepting an award at a dance competition last week.
She hugged everybody else. She said, "Mom."
They said that this baby is black. This is the baby's mother. This is her mother.
I did all my moves. I smiled the whole time, and I didn't get a hug, but they did.
According to its website, the woman is a dance coach at Expressions Dance Studio in Plainville.
I went up to Nadia and said, "How dare you? How dare you make my child feel less than?" And she instantly stiffened up and was like, "I didn't do anything. Why are you yelling at me?" I said, "You had her standing on stage alone, and she leaned in to hug you, and you sidestepped her." And she said, "I didn't do that. I didn't do anything to her."
Breglia thought she was overreacting until another audience member sent her this video. Breglia posted it on her TikTok, and it instantly went viral. We visited Dance Expressions Wednesday, but no one answered the door. Their phone voicemail box is full, and they've taken down their social media pages. Breglia says both of her daughters who dance for the studio are now kicked out of the program.
But at no point in time was
Did she just have a black man right there? Hold on. You see how they do us? Do you see how they do us? Because her boyfriend, wait here, I don't even know if this the boyfriend or is this the baby daddy.
Breglia says both of her daughters who dance for the studio are now kicked out of the program.
But at no point in time was there a conversation about your actions, an apology towards my daughter.
As they look for a new dance studio, they're grateful for the outpouring of support from people all over the world.
This has reached global.
That's the pappy? That's the pappy.
I have had people from Australia, Germany, UK, Ghana, reach out to me and just say, please hug that little girl and
Please hug that little black baby, huh?
and tell her that you have support, you have people that...
The mother is white and she's accepting. Well, I don't know if she's accepting, but she's accepting that baby black. Something is clearly wrong with our Lighter Hue sisters who accept that their child that came out of them is black.
Want to give you a hug.
Now, again, we did try to reach the owner of that dance studio for comment, but have not yet heard back. Live in Plainville, Amanda Pitts, NBC.
Y'all just let anybody be black, though, dog. Like, this is this is who y'all black daughters have to be in competition with. This girl here with all that damn hair at her age. This who y'all little black daughters have to compete against. And then once she get older, and the black boys going to picking her because y'all said she's black, then the black boys is coons. Then Umar gonna be mad at the black boys. But y'all said she was black the whole time. This don't even make no damn sense. Your child got to compete with this one right here. And the only way for your child to compete with this one right here, she got to get a lace front. Huh? Because by the time your child gets to her age, you done already destroyed her damn hair. But anyway, that's good parenting. That's what's up. I don't give a damn what had done happened. It's just my point of how y'all just keep allowing people just to say that people be black and they not. I don't understand. We got to make America great again. Damn, we got to go back in the days to where damn it. Little mixed ass cheering for Ram. You not just finna say anybody white, and you just not finna say anybody black out here. We ain't going for that right there. Yeah, give y'all something to pat on the back. Y'all to make it to the end. Not news around here in the doggone street, man. I do appreciate y'all for rocking with the player, man. We got 263 likes. I just wish we could have got up to 300. It seems like we're having a hard time getting to 300. And I do understand people, they still be hitting me up. Willie, you got to change the time back to 8 o'clock, man. I be like, shit, I'm live at 8. You can come on back around here at 8. You know I'm live. Say you are who your father is. That would be so funny. Shout out to Big Moochie for the $5 cash shot. He said the mama going on her one drop rule. Yes, that's our problem. That's all them people problem who be believing that you mix two colors of cultures, but you that one color and or culture. Or ethnicity. Shit crazy out here in these streets, ain't it? Yep. That was the one drop rule. For those of you who may not know, that was the racist white folks rule. If there was a drop of black, baby ain't white. Get that baby from around here. That's a N-word. And we just ran with it. And we just keep on running with it. So sad. And we be like adults now. It's 2025 and a lot of us still be believing this shit. Because we don't think it through. We just believe that the people who had done came before us was 100% right about everything. And they were not. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says it's just the finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la and or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. Listen, man, y'all please go around to the Willie Williams Show 7 channel. Watch the standalone videos. Go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. That's the website. Subscribe to the website. Subscribe. Thank y'all for being around here on Twitch, Twitter, and Rumble. Make sure that you're everywhere when you get the chance, because you never know when they might shut a player down over here in the YouTube streets. And again, cannot prosper without you good people out here in these doggone streets. You all just be cautious. Watch 12, your 3, 6, and your 9. Make sure that you stay alive, because staying alive should be the most important thing on earth. self-preservation should be the most important thing on earth. So do your best to stay alive. Make it through. Make it through. Make it through. Y'all finna go on to get on up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all watch the standalone videos, man. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate the time. I hope that y'all enjoyed. Remember, subscribe, and hit the bell.